and welcome to my little world. So this week I'm going to show you my toy shop. I bet you can't wait. Let's go see. Hello to Yumika and Tora-chan, and welcome to everyone who's here today. And let me show you my sweater today. I knitted and crocheted this sweater. It's knitted on the front and crocheted on the back and on the sleeves. It has a matching scarf and hat, and it has an owl on the front of it. Isn't it fun? So today you finally get to see the toy shop. This toy shop has been sitting here. It's been in many of my videos in passing. I showed you a little bit about finishing the exterior of it. And of course I did the roof on top, which is made of all these matchbook covers that my parents collected. And so it's been sitting here in the village, but it's been closed up because it's only open at Christmas time, because Santa runs the toy shop. And he's here, he's working all year long on the toys. And of course he has his helpers, but he opens the shop up at Christmas time. And so I would like to tell you a little bit about the lore of my village here, because this Santa is not the only Santa in my village. And in fact, Santa is a word for saint. And in my village, the men who are called Santa are just older men that are part of this elf species or group. And as you know, in the poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," it refers to Santa as a jolly old elf. And so that's what Santa is. He is from the elf culture or the elf species. And so I have a number of Santas in my village, and they're just called that. They're referred to as Santa because they're thought of as saints, in that they have lived a very, very long time, and they have a great deal of wisdom and knowledge and kindness. And so they all do various things. And so this Santa is very sweet, and he has a basket full of toys here. He's carrying a Christmas stocking, and he has a teddy bear in his arms, and these toys, an airplane, a boat, and a train. See if we can get a view of that. There's the train. So he has some beautiful old toys in his basket, and he has a lovely brownish burgundy costume on with brown fur. And I just love him very much. And he came from Hobby Lobby. So here is another Santa in my village. And this one is gold and ivory. And he's also very beautiful. Has a sweet face and a lovely, elegant robe and a gold sack. And so he's out here in the woods. Most of the Santas live out in the woods in the snow and the cold, and you could call it the North Pole. And so this is another Santa I have, and he's riding a sleigh being pulled by a reindeer. He's over here near the castle, and he is kind of gold and silver. I got him the other day at Marshall's, and he's really just beautiful. I decided I wanted another white Santa, so he has joined the village. And over here as well, I have owls and this gold tree, and I have hung these beautiful angel ornaments on it. Some gold cherubs and some glass angels that I got last year. Then we have this Santa. I also got him recently, and he's part of the village, and he's walking down Main Street here saying hello to everyone, and he's carrying a wreath and a pack on his back, and he's wearing brown fur. And again, he's just so beautiful, and everyone greets him on the street and is so happy to see him because they know he's doing wonderful things and always giving to everyone. This Santa is dressed in a beautiful red outfit, and
remember, the magic of Christmas lies in your heart.
That's what he says. And then we have this cute little lamb next to him. Last but not least, we have this Santa, which is standing in my entryway, and he's even taller than the others. And he's standing in front of this curtain here. That's a staircase with candy canes and a tree. And here's a picture of Santa. That was actually just a shopping bag that I framed. So here's this Santa, and he's keeping watch over here. And he has his pack on his back. And he's using a walking stick. So that is my family or community of Santas. So back to the toy shop. We'll move Santa out of the way so that we can see some more things in here. You can see we have a teddy bear on a rocking horse out here. And, oh, Santa, take your stocking with you. Don't want to forget that. We have a nutcracker holding the door open here. And we have this little girl dressed all in red. And she's looking at things at the toy store. We also have this little girl. And she's also deciding what she might like to get for Christmas. And we have this darling little rabbit girl. And she's all fancied up for Christmas. So she likes to hang out at the toy store with Santa. We have a Christmas tree here with some presents under it. And we have a post office box where the children can post their letters for Santa. In the store window, which opens up so that you can see better inside, we have this doll. We have a Christmas tree, and we have this cute little mouse getting ready to sled. So here is a cupboard full of dolls. This came from a book. I cut the book apart and made things out of it. And so this was just a picture in the book, and I attached it to a box and turned it into a three-dimensional chest. And it just has the pictures of the dolls on it. Above it, it has a little porcelain baby doll and one of those little plastic party favor prams that I have. Back here we have, this is actually the bottom of the box from Chichen Itza. That's where the top is in the castle. This is the bottom of the box that's standing up here, and it has this court jester doll inside it. Then I found this little statue recently at Goodwill, and it's just sort of a jumble of old toys and a toy chest. We have this pretty little Victorian looking tree and this die cast carriage and a teddy bear and a Raggedy Ann doll, and these are salt and pepper shakers. Back here we have a little miniature house and a miniature theater with a puppeteer in front of it. I'll show you more about those in a minute. Up here on these shelves we have some wooden ornaments that were my sister's, and she very kindly let me use them as toys in the toy shop. Here we have the two little Bambis that Dot sent me, and another little carriage that is a party favor. Down here we have some more of those wooden ornaments. This little guy I made out of a clothespin and some little pieces of wood. These are some nesting dolls, those Russian nesting dolls, and a rocking horse ornament. Here we have a snowman and a mouse. The mouse is one of those wooden ornaments. Another one of the nesting dolls. A nutcracker, which I'll show you more in a minute, and a little gazebo. And we have a little Santa mobile and another little train. And here's another wooden ornament. Here's a Christmas tree that came from a card. And here are some stockings and a little unfinished wooden train. We have a couple of little nutcrackers and a collection of dollar horses. You've seen the big dollar horses in my village that my parents got in Sweden. And so they also got these little dollar horses and gave them as gifts to my children. And I've ended up with them back again, and so I have them in my doll village. Here's a cute little wooden Christmas train. And on these shelves over here, we have some Christmas stickers some little fairy buttons, some animals that used to be on a necklace, some snowmen, a bunch of drums that are Christmas ornaments, and some little miniatures, a train, a teddy bear statue, and the back of the train, which is filled with little letter blocks. I made the shelving out of boxes that I just glued together. You can see these are lids and bottoms of some long jewelry boxes. I added some little wood trim to the sides. And then these are just more boxes that were glued together. This shelf up here is the drawer from the jewelry box that I use as a desk in the dress boutique. Then there's a box stood on end. It's like a tray, a wooden tray that's behind that. And then this display down here is a frame that I found at Goodwill that was curved. And so that makes up the bottom of the desk here. And it has a couple of these old-fashioned looking angels on it, and a couple of elves inside peeking out. So here's inside the display with the little elves. There's this darling little train that was a Christmas ornament I got at Goodwill. And then behind that is this little bench, and it has human beings on it. My daughter knitted these for me, and I just love them. They're so precious, and they're called human beings. So cute. So here are these precious things that go in the toy shop. The first is this nutcracker. I got this recently at Goodwill. And it's a little music box. This little theater I made when I was living in Hawaii for my little Christmas village that I had there. And these are all buttons. Aren't they just darling? Oh, Cinderella and Prince Charming. And also this darling little mouse that's a puppeteer. So she likes to hang out at the little theater. And then this is a little miniature house, a miniature that I made for my miniatures. And this exterior came from the same book as the doll cupboard that I have in the toy shop. And I just glued it or taped it onto some boxes that I glued together. So this is the interior. These were a couple things from that book, a clock and a decoration. So on the top floor is the bathroom, and I bought these tiny little fixtures on Amazon for the bathroom, and then this furniture for the bedroom. And they're all plastic, I think, but they're just really cute. I made a little bedspread for the bed and put a picture on the wall and wallpaper. And then here's the sitting room with a desk and a lamp, table with chairs, a dresser, and a grandfather clock. So I just love this house that my dolls can play with. So thank you for coming to see what's going on in my little world this week. And come back next week for more Christmas goodness. Bye-bye.